Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Bitrix24. I'm Bitrix24 Chief Marketing Officer, and I'm joined today by Alex Rabinok.
Hello, everyone. We're really glad to see you on new Bitrix24 release.
We are going to be introducing awesome new Bitrix24 features that are coming to you very, very soon. We have this tradition of giving Bitrix24 names, and this one is called Bitrix24 Supernova because we are giving you 6 awesome tools for explosive growth. But before we go into presentation, Alex would like to share some information about upcoming sale.
Yeah, as Dmitry just said, we are offering 6 new products, and to make growth even more explosive, we are offering a new sale, a 33% discount for clients to upgrade for enterprise and professional plan. They can only get this discount via local partners. They cannot get this discount from us, so it's your chance to upgrade your client to higher plans.
Awesome. So we are introducing new themes inside Bitrix24 for customers who have not selected their own custom theme. And this is a subconscious cue. Every time we have a major release, we change the background theme. And this way, people know that new features are available inside their Bitrix24, and it's time to test them. So let's start with Copilot. For over a year and a half, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, large language model, that was very, very hot topic. And it's now clear that it's not just hype. Businesses are relying more and more on artificial intelligence, and it delivers real value. So in Bitrix24, artificial intelligence in the form of Copilot is available in multiple forms. And you guys already had a chance to try and play around with Copilot inside CRM. It's absolutely fantastic. People are loving it because Copilot automatically transcribes conversations. It can make summaries, and it can take information from the phone call and fill out the form inside CRM automatically without any human involvement. So that's something that's very, very cool that we've released last winter, last fall, and it's been tremendously popular. Obviously, chatting with Copilot is very, very easy. That's probably the easiest, the most intuitive interface of interacting with artificial intelligence because people all know how to chat with each other. Yeah. And basically, that's how you work with artificial intelligence inside Bitrix24 Chat. You ask questions or you give instructions, and you get replies back from Copilot. Over 25,000 companies are using Copilot inside Bitrix24 on a regular basis. And here are the most important numbers. The enterprise plan users, so those are the largest companies. Over 50% of them use Copilot on a daily basis, either via chat or more increasingly inside the CRM. The advantage of our solution is the open architecture. By default, we are offering integration with ChatGPT. However, any large language model that comes with API, and there are a number of those, can be easily integrated with Bitrix24 via REST API and our marketplace. That's one of your partner advantages, that you can integrate any solution for your partner. Simply use our API and marketplace. The large language models have been improving by leaps and bounds. I'm sure you've seen the OpenAI presentation last week, I think it was, or a few weeks ago, then followed by Google. You can see the progress basically in real time. And the new Copilot Pro that we are introducing, there are different types of tests to measure how much better it is, how much faster it is, whether, and the percentage of correct and wrong answers. The new model that we're using inside Bitrix24 has been improved by over 34%. And we're also introducing roles for Copilots. A role is a prompt that instructs artificial intelligence that it has to act, think, and provide replies as a specific, professional. And you can see that you can now work with Copilot as if it was a marketing specialist or a developer. However, we also have added a few fun roles like a poet or a haiku master or even a fortune teller. And there's actually a good human reason for this. There are people who are AI phobic or they distrust AI, but I'm sure they will be curious and they will like to talk to a poet or to a fortune teller. And when you interact with different roles, you will immediately see the value of it, because asking the same questions or providing the same instructions will give you quite different result depending on what type of role you have selected. So we have recorded a video how easy it is to use roles inside Bitrix24. Regular chat with Copilot, but this time you tell that you have to assume a certain role, and then after that it's the same type of interface. Basically, you ask questions or provide instructions, and Copilot provides you the reply or the information that you have requested.
Yeah, usually when you make a prompt, you have to tell AI
Correct.
the role, and it not only helps you to make life easier, not to forget that you got to give AI this role, but it's also everything is prepared for you, and
Correct.
you just
It
can do it
saves
very
you
faster.
a ton of time. So make sure you take advantage of Copilot roles and brainstorming. This is absolutely fantastic feature. Also great for people who are inexperienced with AI. So what is brainstorming with Copilot? You create a group chat where you invite Copilot, and all of you can interact with Copilot at the same time. Copilot understands whether it is being asked questions or when people ask questions each other. So very easy to do. You have one person who's very experienced, you have other people who are less experienced. Create a brainstorming session and they can all interact with AI at the same time, and basically one person can also teach others how to use AI. So great, awesome brainstorming capabilities. Another fantastic feature is prompt library inside Bitrix24. Again, some people are real AI pros at this point and others are just beginning. So the professional users can create and save and share prompts with others via the prompt library. So that's fantastic new Copilot for you inside Bitrix24.
Right, so after we talked about artificial intelligence, let's talk about real intelligence. It's internal communication in Bitrix24. And initially when we started Bitrix24 in 2012, we were thinking about social media. It was a time of social media explosion. Everybody was working with social media and social networks, and now messengers rule the world. In 2024, everybody is on messengers, we chat everywhere, and we are starting a big cycle of changes. So communications are shifting into messengers, and we got to work with that.
Yes, we have to go with the flow, we have to go where users are, and with the new modes of communication.
Of course, and we believe that every company should have its internal messenger, and Bitrix24 should be the messenger for this type of company. We support every other scenario that can be used in messengers, and it also works with all other tools of Bitrix24.
Yeah, it's great to have business messenger, because if you use WhatsApp, you're going to be contacted by your classmates, by your wife, by scammers, by spammers, and you never know, who's sending the message.
Yeah,
so
it's never safe.
it's never safe, and Business Messenger solves this problem.
Yeah, but the problem of Business Messenger that we gotta not only we gotta separate two processes. We gotta provide information, but we gotta also discuss information, because we work on group chats every day, and whenever you write a message in a group chat, it gets lost pretty fast. Like somebody made a comment about the news you just posted, or somebody just sent you a meme, and now the message is lost. So we are
introduced in Bitrix24 channels. I flipped through the...
yeah, Bitrix24 channels. It's a big update that we have. So basically you work with chats in your mobile app or just on your web version.
You said chats, and it's very easy to distinguish between chats and channels by looking at the icon. If it's square, it's a channel, and if it's round, it's a chat.
Yeah, so when we're talking about channels, we gotta talk about unique features of Bitrix24 Messenger, and especially channels. They are connected to the company structure. So you can create channel for your, for example, department, or you can create private channel for your department, or open channel where you just discuss news, we discuss all the information. So when we talk about private channel, when we create channel, it's the same way as we create chat. We just give it a name, we just put a picture on it. Here we decide whether it's private or whether it's open. In this scenario, we create a private channel for our department, and we just add the department, add other people to this channel, and they are already subscribed to this channel. This is beautiful because people don't have to remember anything.
If you create a channel in Telegram, or if you use WhatsApp groups, you have to invite everyone.
Yeah.
Because Bitrix24 has company structure, you select a department, and every person inside that department is added automatically. There is no need to invite anyone.
Yeah, and there's no chance they forget to subscribe to this channel, and they can't leave this channel. And every other person who you hire and attach to this department, they will be a subscriber of this channel. And as you can see, all the discussion of this news are in the thread under the post. So information won't get lost. You just put the information that you need and you can discuss it as well as everybody gets the info. It is the beautiful, beautiful new thing that we got in Bitrix24. It's something that we have in Messengers, and we gotta have this in Bitrix24 Messenger as well.
And obviously, general channel for the entire company can also be created. Again, don't need to invite every single person. One click and everyone is invited. So
channels transform internal company communication. We create private channels for departments, or as we do in our company, you can create open channels when everybody can subscribe, and you just spread the knowledge, spread the expertise inside your company. Like I've subscribed to so many channels on our Bitrix24, and I know so many great things. So Bitrix24 channels is our new hot feature in our Messenger, and we are really proud the way it works right now.
And we would like to take the opportunity to thank every partner who participated in early beta testing of channels, because your feedback was very valuable, and we were implementing features that you requested and making changes and tweaks basically on the go. As soon as you gave a recommendation, we would pass it on to our dev team.
Yeah.
And you guys probably heard this ringtone for the very last time.
Yeah, it's a picture that you can hear. And now we are presenting Bitrix24 Sync. What is Bitrix24 Sync? It's basically our new platform that we use for calls, for internal communication. It starts with new beautiful ringtone, with the new beautiful interface color scheme, with the new layout, and the new feature that's probably only we have right now, that when you share a screen, usually only one person can share the screen. Now we can have multiple people share their screens. It's very convenient when you have a big call and you gotta share the information, work together. It's very nice that you can see multiple screens. And now our calls, we support 100 people during call, and by the end of the year, we are aiming to have 1,000 people participating in a call. So, in a nutshell, what Bitrix24 Sync is, it's short for synchronization, and of course, this is a tool that we expect people to work with on a daily basis, to have everything under control, have everything coordinated, and that's why we talk about synchronization. It supports all the tools. But what makes Bitrix24 Sync unique? Because we all used Zoom and many other services, but is it actually a service for calls? Because you just create a link.
What is the sound of Zoom?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever heard Zoom ringtone?
That's an amazing question.
And we've been on many of Zoom calls with our partners.
Yeah. So when you work with services like this, you usually create a link, send it to someone. This person can lose the link. They can forget that we have a call. And it's a big problem. You usually spend a lot of time of your call just waiting to gather people around to just start the call.
And with Bitrix24 Sync, even when I forget something, this thing just rings on my smartphone or my computer, and I'm right on it.
Yeah, so we're working with actual video call service. Bitrix24 Sync is what we're having right now. 100% can work with a call. a great quality of sound, a great quality of video, multi-sharing, amazing features that we have in Bitrix24 Sync.
And our developers are working right now on integrating Bitrix24 Sync with Copilot so that artificial intelligence understands what people are talking about for creating summary and things of this nature.
Yeah. And it all starts with M1 communication platform. It's for company up to 1 million employees. And I've already seen questions in chat about M1. And guys, we want to thank you a lot for your feedback because we rolled it some time ago just to see how it goes. And yeah, this platform, it can carry the huge workload. So we prepare it especially for the big companies that cannot afford a freeze, cannot afford any errors. And as you can see, we just showed you the production, the effectiveness. It can handle, like, I don't know, everything.
Yeah. The enterprise client users are the reason why we have started working on M1 platform. I think it was over a year, because it was clear that even cloud solution has to be able to handle multiple users, tens of thousands, and M1 stands for 1 million because we just ran simulation on 1 million people communicating with each other within the 24-hour period, and our current cloud enterprise infrastructure supports it without glitch.
Yeah, so after we talked about our actual news, let's talk about dreams.
Yes.
Our partners, our clients, for a very long time had a dream. It was to edit the starting page of their Bitrix24. Well, basically, it looked like I want to delete everything we have right now and just add something that I've got it in my mind.
That's a very common complaint, that Bitrix24 has so many features. I want to get rid of things I don't need, and I want to add things that I do need.
Yeah, and you have the chance to do this. Our new feature called Bitrix24 Vibe. What is this? Basically, you can create the template of your starting page. You just upload it and you got it. You got a new starting page of your Bitrix24. You can edit the way you want to. You can, it's basically like we work with our websites. You just rename the blocks. You can change any information you got on the blocks. You just can replace them, add some videos, add anything you want to, and basically make a personal branding of your company. It was also a big wish that we have our personal branding. How can we do this? Now we can do this with Bitrix24 Vibe. You can create any starting page that you want to.
And very importantly, the widgets that are available to you inside Bitrix24 Vibe can be integrated with outside sources via
absolutely.
API. So you can create dashboards that import data from other solutions, and you will have that inside Bitrix24 Vibe. And again, anyone who has the proper plan, more on that later, can create their own custom start page in the cloud, because that option has been available to our on-premise users for a while, customization. Now this is available to all cloud users.
Yeah, and just for a second, can we could get back? Yeah, guys, you can scan the QR code.
Yes.
It shows us the guide how to create vibes, because we have a plans that not only will have more vibes for you, and you can create vibes for your clients as well. It's so we prepared the API for this.
Thanks for stopping me. We're going to have QR codes in multiple parts of this presentation. Make sure you grab your smartphone and you will be able to scan it. If you don't have your smartphone with you handy, don't worry, this presentation is being recorded.
Yeah, sure.
We will send it to everyone, link to it. It's going to be stored in the partner channel, but the QR codes are here for your convenience. Okay, let's talk about what's new in task and project management, because our solution is very, very comprehensive. We support all popular methodologies, and we now have markets where we have more people registering with Bitrix24 as a task and project management solution rather than CRM or communication platform. And here on this animation, this is basically how task management works in an average company. So you have a department, so in this instance it's legal department. And those people are responsible for things like contracts. And then you have employees, and those individual employees are assigning tasks, individual tasks, to individual people in that particular department. That's not very efficient. The reason why it's not very efficient is because the efficiency of the entire system is defined by its weakest link, its narrowing point,
Yeah.
bottleneck. There are multiple names for this, but the concept is clear. In fact, there is a very hugely popular and influential book called The Goal by Elia Goldratt that basically says very simple concept. The theory of limits is that it's important for you as a manager, business owner, or as a supervisor to understand what are the critical constraints in my processes. You identify it, you fix them, and after this, you keep growing. So this is why we are introducing the new concept of flow inside Bitrix24 task and project management. So remember the old animation when individual employees were assigning tasks to individual people inside other department? Now, when you use flows, you assign task to a flow. And then, if the process is efficient, everything works as normal, everything is great. However, if there are any bottlenecks in your current processes inside the company, flows will be able to visually identify the problem and actually find who or what is responsible for the bottleneck. So working with Bitrix24 flows is very, very simple and very easy. There is a section called flow. It's very visual. You set the flow up. I will show the video later on how it's done. But when you have multiple flows, you understand which flows are working well, which ones are not, how long it takes on average for the entire flow to complete, and if it's working at 100% capacity or if it's working at a worse capacity. Creating a flow is very, very easy. Essentially, you go into the flow section, click new flow, and then you give it a name, give it a description, and after this, you determine who is going to be part of that flow. There are going to be multiple people, so the first decision is going to be made whether you want to distribute the task in the flow automatically between people, or a supervisor can assign them manually. And then you configure other parameters like how long, how many days should this task take on average. And if something goes off track, you can configure notifications. You will be automatically notified when there is a problem. Adding a task to a flow is very simple. So those are users. Those are the people outside the flow team. Basically, you go to the flow page, you click create task, and then a template is automatically offered. Templates are great because they simplify things and they provide information in the same format. And then when all of the required information is provided, the task is launched inside the flow. The goal of this new technology is transparency, to be able to visually understand whether the flow works well or if it works poorly, and self-regulation. If you understand that this particular flow has a problem because employee A is working slowly, that's one thing. If you see that the problem is that too many tasks are being assigned to too few people, you need to hire more people, that's a different situation. But flows will actually show you whether there is a problem or not and how to fix it. Now, the person in the flow team, they are they're able to work with tasks in their regular Kanban interface. The thing that I should say about flows, there is no training required. Anyone who worked from day one with no extra training whatsoever, because inside it's just your regular Kanban.
Yeah.
Obviously, automation rules and triggers that work with tasks also work inside the flows. So that's the new awesome feature that is available to you. And the one that is coming shortly after this release is self-assigning tasks. So remember I said that the tasks inside the flow can be distributed evenly between flow members or assigned by a supervisor. The self-assigning option is that when people submit a task inside a flow and any flow team member decide if they want to pick a task or not. So this ability to create a task without a responsible person, that was not available inside Bitrix24 is now available to you thanks to flows. Or not now, coming soon, sorry, getting ahead of myself. Obviously, because tasks and projects are available on mobile phones, the flows are also available on your mobile phone. So this new awesome feature is going to be of benefits to all small, mid-size, or large companies, especially if there are departments inside. Anytime you have a department like IT service desk or accountants that works on the same type of tasks over and over again, hiring and firing, or configuring computers for new employees, flows are absolutely perfect for them. So it's great, awesome way to work with tasks and project management. Information from flows also is going to be analyzed by our BI builder, more on that later. And Copilot is going to be available for the flows as well. You as a partner should pay particular attention to flows because you guys understand how much value you deliver with automation, and most automation is done either inside CRM or in other parts. This is an awesome way to get your foot in the door in the company that needs automation using tasks. It's very easy, it's simple, it's intuitive, and customers see advantages right away. So, because, like I mentioned, there are actually regions where people come for Bitrix24 more as a task and project management platform rather than CRM. And you guys, some of you prefer working with CRM. Now your market has doubled. You work with CRM, you work with tasks and projects, and you automate your companies using flows. So I'm pausing again for 10 seconds so you guys are able to scan this QR code and provide feedback if you already had a chance to work with flows. And again, the information, the data from working with tasks and from flows, how many tasks were completed, time, all of that is going to be soon processed inside our BI builder. You will be able to analyze the data and make smart decisions.
It's how can we continue after such a hot new feature? But we got a lot of new stuff to cover. First of all, we talk about the little moment of gamification. We talk about the social behavior. Our new feature is connected to social behavior. So it begins with everyone. If somebody in a company starts doing something new, something unique, or maybe even something weird at first sight, then people start to catch up, and it creates a special bond. It creates a special mood in your company, and that's why we create a new feature. It's called mobile check-ins. So what mobile check-in is? You have a chat where you work with your colleagues, and now when you start your working day, you can not only clock in, but you can start a day with a check-in, a special message to your colleagues, or to a chat that you work together. You can add a picture, like here's my beautiful workspace, or here's my cat that helps me to work today. You will be able in future add the geo-position. We'll start without geo-position, and the employee has to turn this feature on, and the administrator of your Bitrix24 has to allow this as well. So you create this beautiful chat, this beautiful morning routines. It's just, when we started working with it, it lightens my heart in the morning. I just feel so much joy when I see these chats in the morning.
And it's actually very beneficial to understand when you're working in a team who's where, who's in office, who's, or if you have multiple offices, in which office is this person, if they're working from home. That's very important information.
So basically the goals of check-in is, of course, it's creating engaging atmosphere, creating bond, but also it's a great for discipline, starting work on time, and just to raise the discipline in your company. And let's talk about the mobile check-ins in general. We got to talk about it for a sec. Of course, it starts with starting your day. Day is about clocking in, but also we really understand that there are more ways how we can improve this feature. First of all, is checking in multiple chats. You can work with multiple teams, with several departments, and you gotta tell everyone, hey, I'm here, I'm ready to start my working day. And also, we want to add multiple check-ins during the day. it's an amazing feature that we got to have. First of all, if you, for example, meeting in the client on a daily basis and you have several meetings, you can check in, like, I got a meeting with this client, I've already met this client, and everybody knows where you are. It's a great moment of coordination for your team. But also it can be used for, I'm clocking in, then I have a lunch break, or I'm logging out.
Again, I'd like to thank partners because this feature has been developed thanks to your request. You said that you have a lot of field workers that you need to track. And check-ins allows you to understand where field workers are, and it allows field workers to signal back, that I'm here, I'm there, I'm back in the office. So all of that information is available to you.
Yeah, and also as a team supervisor, you will have the check-in stats. You can see whether your employees already started the working days, where they started it, what time. Maybe you're going to see that somebody haven't clocked in for a week, and you can see for a longer period of time who prefers to start working at any time and from where.
Yeah, you can immediately identify people who are late.
Yeah. So yeah, mobile check-in, sounds like a moment of gamification, but actually it's a great tool to coordinate your team, to raise the productivity and raise the discipline in your team. A very nice tool we have in Bitrix24 now.
And let me again, a few words about geolocation, because there are different countries that have different regulations about geolocations because it's personal data. Obviously, Apple and Google for Android, they have their own rules. So in some countries, sharing geolocation is going to be delayed by about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And a person has to allow geolocation on their smartphone, and account admin has to activate geolocation, because there are countries where you have to have a written permission, give written permission for sharing geolocation.
Yeah, it's a very big moment that we got to discuss.
Bitrix24 CRM, probably your favorite part as a partner, and that's understandable. Bitrix24 CRM is mighty, mighty powerful. It's not just client management. You can use Bitrix24 CRM to manage inventory, to do marketing, and even to analyze your sales data. Now with Copilot. And because every business is different, we have decided to work on activities. Proactive CRM is a concept that we introduced that basically stipulates that anytime you add any data inside CRM, you have to create an activity. You have a lead, schedule, tell person what to do with this, with this new entity. You need to contact person, or you need to call them, send email, meet them in person.
The room for error is pretty small here.
Yeah. So basically, salespeople have to be active in order to sell, but businesses are very different in what they do and how they do things. So we had activities inside Bitrix24, but how to make a single activity relevant to everyone. And here is a solution that we came up with: universal activities. So those are activities that can be easily customized for any business. And again, I want to thank every partner who participated in early beta testing stages, because this is the results that we got thanks to you. So here I am creating activity. In this instance, there's going to be a meeting that's going to involve multiple people. I am inviting all of the people who need to be involved in this call. I'm also reserving a meeting room. If I need to have a link, I can add and share a link. I can add reminders. I can use color coding, because that's very important. We have different activity types. It makes sense to use one color for phone calls, another color for email follow-ups. So that's new universal activities inside Bitrix24. Again, taking a pause for a few seconds so that you can scan this code, because we have added REST API for activities, and we have updated our documentation so you guys can take advantage of universal activities inside Bitrix24. Now, as I've mentioned, Bitrix24 CRM is not just client management. There's actually a very important communication component inside Bitrix24. We call it Bitrix24 Contact Center. Again, businesses are very different from each other. For some people, they rely on telephony. They either receive phone calls or they make phone calls. Most businesses, or well, I should say many, not most, are email heavy. Yeah. Some people send text messages, but increasingly WhatsApp is number one, number two, or number three communication channels that businesses absolutely have to have if they want to be successful. And we have offered integration with WhatsApp for a while now, both direct and via multiple marketplace applications that are available. But the official integration that we had, you had to have a customer contact you first before you contact them.
Answer.
But you guys and your customers wanted to be proactive and contact first. Well, how do you do that? You either have to use your salespeople have to use their own smartphone and do it this way, or you can use third-party integrations. Some of them are in the gray zone. That means that you can get banned easily. So now we are introducing official WhatsApp and Meta approved integration that allows you to contact your customers via WhatsApp first. So you have to configure this in the contact center, in the CRM, and now you can send a WhatsApp message directly from inside CRM. Now, I want to stress that it has to be a templated message. You cannot just type any text, because this is WhatsApp requirement in order to fight spam and scams. However, the templates are pretty generic, and once they are approved by WhatsApp, you can use those to contact multiple people at the same time. This is absolutely official. This is allowed thanks to Bitrix24 integration with Edna, our WhatsApp partner. There are over 20 templates already available for you to use. However, if none of them work for you, you can create your own. You can submit it for approval from inside your Bitrix24 account. It will go through the moderation with the WhatsApp team, and once it's approved, you can use it. So basically, if you need to use your own starting message, your own custom message, that is available to you. The current template builder, it's just like other templates for text messages or for emails. You can take any CRM field variable and insert it into the template. Once you do this, WhatsApp is absolutely fantastic for repeat sales, because the view rate, as far as I remember, for WhatsApp is 88% or 92%, extremely huge, with the click-through rate with around 25%. Now, if you send an email, the view rate is about 21, 22. It means that every fifth person actually looks at the email. 4 out of 5, nobody looks at those emails, or they get caught in the spam filters. And the click-through rate is much lower for the email. It's 2% click rate.
Yes,
that's fantastic for email. With WhatsApp, that's 25. Tenfold difference.
You can see the difference, right?
Obviously, automation rules and triggers that are available to you inside CRM, they also work with WhatsApp. So you can have a rule that, if this happens, send WhatsApp message. Great for scheduling, confirmation, delivery, orders. All of that is available to you. So official WhatsApp integration, it takes about 2 to 3 days to connect. And another great advantage that I want to mention, the current integration that is available to you, if you take advantage of it, all of the messages are sent from Bitrix24, so from our name. When you use this new integration, you will be using your own WhatsApp account with your own phone number, your own company name, your own logo, and the messages will come directly from you. Again, pausing here for a few seconds, maybe even a minute, because I want to explain how pricing works. This is official integration with official pricing that varies a lot from country to country. It is also dependent on what type of message it is and who initiates it. So if business sends first, that's one fee. If a customer contacts you, that's another fee. What is a conversation? A conversation, if I send a message, the person replies to me within 10 minutes, then I send again, and then we have multiple exchanges. If it all happens within 24-hour window, it's counted as a single conversation. You're going to be charged only once. If, however, you send a message and then the person replies next day when 24 hours has passed, that is considered a new conversation. So with WhatsApp, the answer is more or less instantaneous. Usually it happens within minutes or hours, or if it doesn't happen at all. So, don't get scared by those fees, because if you do multiple exchanges within the 24-hour period, that is charged once. There's also a connection fee and a monthly fee, and all of those things, they help you protect customers, and they help protect WhatsApp, their customers, from spam and scams.
Yes.
Because a lot of you guys know that it's easy to impersonate someone on WhatsApp. This is absolutely spam proof because all of the messages are templated. Every business is vetted, happens very, very, fairly fast, within 2 to 3 hours. And because there is connection fee, that basically kills spammers who don't want to pay anyone for anything, who just want to send 1 million messages free of charge. And somehow they find a way to do it. So lots and lots of other CRM features, and here is the summary for the CRM. Of course, Bitrix24 CRM is fully integrated with BI Builder, so more on that.
Yeah, so let's talk about analytics. We presented BI Builder for some time ago, and at first we presented it as an MVP, so it was like a smaller product. We want to see what the reaction will be, how people will use it. And right now we can see the stats that people are actually loving it. It's more than 40,000 companies use BI Builder in April of 2024. It's a huge number. And also I want to stress the number, 18,000 custom dashboards created in our BI Builder. So
again, thanks to partners, because most of those dashboards were created by you, not by end users. Thank
you so much for that. But we can see that it's really popular, and now we're adding new dashboards. First one is ABC Customer Analysis. It will show you the 20% of your customers that bring you 80% of your profits. It's like a Pareto principle. So you can see where you can put more effort, who brings you the money, and you can work with these clients a little bit more probably.
Yep.
Next one is key business metrics. Very simple but yet very important dashboard. You can see all the metrics, you can see all the numbers, how your company performing, and if you see any downfall or any explosion of numbers.
How many leads are coming in, and basically, that's one of the most important dashboards as well.
Yeah. And also we got the analytics for your workflows. You can work with workflows in your BI Builder too, and many new dashboards. So we understand this BI Builder is super popular and we want to upgrade it even more. But also we got new data sets. We had 25 data sets, and now we're adding 8 new data sets. And as you can see, BI Builder is now working outside the CRM. It works with another entities, with your tasks, your calendars, your product catalogs, your workflows, because we see that BI Builder is really big and people use it. And now we add another big feature is access permissions in BI Builder. They work on a role model, so you create a role, so you don't have to access rights for every single person who works with BI Builder. You create a role and then you access the person to that role. Very convenient, very fast, and now we have this in BI Builder too.
Also, the cool thing about BI Builder is that reports are available exclusively via Marketplace.
Yes.
As a partner, that protects you. Nobody can steal your report and just customize it. They need to install it from the Marketplace. They have to pay you if you're selling them, and even if they modify it, it's still your report, and if you disable it, the customer will lose it.
Yeah, that's great news for our partners, and also a lot of improvements in BI Builder. So, new dashboards, new data sets, access rights in BI Builder, very cool news for the companies. And we gotta understand that BI Builder is a very hot feature for bigger companies. So if you wanna promote it, you can promote also higher plans, your professional plans, your enterprise plan. So we are glad that we got the results in BI Builder that we have.
Automation. Automation inside Bitrix24 is available in multiple forms. We have regular workflow automations, we have smart processes, rules and triggers. And this is your partner's bread and butter, because this is where you deliver most value, where you solve most complex problems, and frankly, where you make most money as well. And we had a query of, we wanted to see the most unusual case of implementation for smart process automations. We had a lot of entries, and we have a partner who has configured a process for a company that is responsible for checking the integrity of pipelines. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's a really, because this is all government regulated, environment sensitive thing.
Yeah.
It's very, very complicated things. And more companies are looking for ways to digitize company workflows. This is very important because before, you would have to be a coder, a programmer, to be able to do this. But now with no-code automations, people can do this much more easier. And this is why we are introducing automated solutions. So automated solutions is a new section of Bitrix24 where you use smart process automations for creating digital workspaces for specific industries or specific roles, that's more correctly. So smart process automations can be used to easily automate any process or any role inside the company. For example, let's look at the processes that happen inside HR department. That's just part of the processes, because what do HR people? They have to hire, and that means resume processing. They have to onboard people, they have to offboard people, dismiss things of this nature. They have to handle, vacations, and lots of things. So that's a simple, we were told, block scheme. But
I don't believe
here's what the good thing. This can be transformed into an automated solution for HR. And you see automated solutions, you click there, all of the common processes have already been automated for you. And here is the process of resume processing. So when HR person is looking for someone, they can go recruit people, they gather resumes. Those resumes have to be filtered. Then there is first interview, second interview. All of that process is fully automated, and again, they work both on desktop and on smartphones. Smart process automation is available via mobile applications for iOS and Android. Again, this is great news for you as a partner, because companies are looking for digital transformation professionals. Some of you still think of yourself as programmers, as coders, as IT specialists, someone who can connect a printer.
Yeah.
You have to think of yourself as a business person. Once you understand what type of processes happen inside the company, which ones are valuable, how you can speed it up, how you can save money, this is what is in demand right now. And this is a great opportunity to position yourself or reposition or add another business dimension that you specialize, you help with digital transformation, because all of the tools that you guys need are now available to you inside Bitrix24. So automated solutions are available to you, and they are integrated with BI Builder. So because Once you automate things, lots and lots of data is gathered automatically. How many stages there are, how much time each stage takes, all of that can be analyzed. Now, the good old workflows that you guys love and work with probably over 10 years, that is still available to you, but we have spruced it up, made it more modern, changed the interface. So those things are now available to you in a much better interface that is not only intuitive, it also contains critical information for each workflow, how many stages there are, how much time each stage takes. So this is how we know it's the end of the presentation.
Yeah, it's really much more understandable. You get all the info. It not only looks nicer, it's much easier to work with them on a daily basis.
And workflows, just like smart processes, they also work on your mobile phone. So automation, lots of awesome, cool, awesome new features are available to you and our customers inside Bitrix24, thanks to Bitrix24 Supernova release. Our goal is to help businesses transform and go paperless, which is a nice skew into the final section of Bitrix24 release.
So when we talk about paperless, the first that comes to mind is paperwork. And we presented Bitrix24 e-signature also some time ago. And it's a proven instrument, it works greatly, but we understood that we don't have one crucial scenario that now we have. So we present to you Bitrix24 e-signature for HR. What is this? It's basically the same process of signing documents, but now you sign it not with your partners, not with some other companies, but you sign it with the employees of your company. So the process is the same. As you can see, you just choose the document, you choose the roles, and then you choose the employees who have to sign the document for you. You just submit the document for signing. As you can see, you see all the information in the timeline of any signing. And we have a really nice and convenient interface where you can see how the signing is going, what is the process, where you can just sign it from your side and just see where you're hitting a roadblock or something is very slow. And the person who has to sign the document, who you send the document to, they will receive the notification in their chat, so they won't miss it, and they just need to click the button and the document is signed. So the process is really simple, is really understandable. It solves a lot of problems with signing documents in your company, especially if you have to sign a lot of documents. You just can click a couple buttons and do this.
And it's part of automated solution. Remember that scary block chart? That's basically, signing contracts with employees, fully automated, happens via chat, no paper.
Absolutely. So this is the way that you can create this workspace.
Customers absolutely love it.
Yes, so these were all the new features that we had in our Bitrix24 Supernova release. A lot of new features. So
let's reiterate. New Copilot with the roles.
New Copilot, of course.
Awesome flows. New messenger platform with the sync, new phone
new calls. Yeah, of course, beautiful Bitrix24 vibes that everybody wanted. New official integration of WhatsApp. We got to talk about it one more time, because when you told about it first time, I saw the likes explosion in live.
Yes, we wanted it for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's important that everything has to be official, by the book, and approved by WhatsApp and Meta Corporation.
All new features will be on your Bitrix24 tonight.
Yes, you do not have to wait for it. 95% of what we talked about, with the exception for things that were said are coming soon, are going to be available to you and to all of the customers tonight.
So let's talk about pricing. The pricing stays the same, and of course some features that we talked, they will be on higher plans, your professional plans, your enterprise plan. Of course we talk about vibe, flows, automated solutions. Some features will be on every plan, like we talk about channels and sync. Of course, everybody needs it.
Here's the business logic. If it's a communication tool, we want to reach as many as people, It's going to be available for everyone, including free users.
Of course.
However, the most advanced, the most valuable features are reserved exclusively to professional and enterprise plans because they're very valuable. And again, for you as a partner, it's great news. This sale is exclusive to partners. Only you can offer 33% discount when upgrading to Bitrix24 Professional or Enterprise plan. Elias is going to make the SlideShare presentation available to you tomorrow or very soon.
Yeah.
Here's what you should do. After you watch this presentation, the features are going to be available to you tonight. In some countries, it means tomorrow. Test all of the new features next week. Contact your customers who are on the basic plan or standard plan or even free plan users. Offer them to go through all of the new features. Show them what we've just showed you. And then, you know, it's an offer that you cannot refuse. You guys can have all of that with 33% off only from me. Because again, this discount is not available from Bitrix24, us, the vendor. It is available exclusively through partners. Thank you guys for watching.
And big shout out to our team. We worked endlessly and every night to make this release going. And before you leave, just stay for us. We still got some time for Q&A session. So
yes,
I hope
let's get the questions on screen.
Yeah, we have new technology here. Now we can put the questions in screen.
Ah, that's the question that we get asked every single release.
We had to answer
it has to be asked.
Yeah, of course. So when will the updates arrive to on-premise version? So as usual, the instruments that are already on-premise version, they will have their upgrades in a couple weeks. I guess in several weeks when we talk about sync, when we talk about flows, because these instruments are already on-premise version. For some instruments that we still haven't presented to on-premise version, like your BI Builder or Copilot, we are still working to do this, and our team right now is working to make the version for on-premise. So
that's probably fall.
It's probably fall, yeah.
So there's, as usual, there is a testing period, and feel free to use our partner portal where Elias shares the roadmap.
Yeah.
Any specific feature that you want to have, you can ask about it, and then we will say we have a specific date for it to be available on premise, or you have to wait until this fall, until when we can provide more information.
Yeah, that's a great question. We probably had to answer it anyway,
yes.
Even if it wasn't asked.
The answer is still the same. It depends on a particular feature.
Yeah, so
okay, let's have a next question.
Are flows like groups, projects, and Kanban? That's an interesting question because, as you said, when you work in the flow.
Yes, it depends on who you are.
Who you are. If you work in the flow, you probably work in the same project you worked before. Yeah. But the nicest thing about flows is that you don't have to be a part of this project. You don't have to be a part of the flow to create a task for this flow.
To submit the task in the flow. Yeah. So it's both as a project. It's essentially a project for the team inside the flow. But for the outsiders,
yeah,
it's different. Okay, let's have the next question.
We already have business processes, SPA, RPA. Where do the flows land here? That's a beautiful question. That's a great question. And as Dmitry said, for some companies, it's the first step that you can work with automation if you haven't automated anything.
Super simple, intuitive, visual, no coding required. The benefits are obvious immediately. So make sure you present flows to your customers, including CRM customers. You've already automated everything inside CRM, but you have no idea how they work with flows. It's a great way for you to deliver more value. And again, you can make a few extra dollars by automating something else, and flows are absolutely perfect for this.
And probably companies like this, they need service desks, and this instrument solves the big problem that we never had.
I would say most companies need flows.
Yes, absolutely.
Any company that does something over and over again, that's a flow. Let's have another question.
What are the benefits of implementing flows? That's a great question as well. It also depends on who you are in the company. Like, for example, if I'm some mid-level manager and I want to see how my department works, I can now see how many types of tasks now we have. Maybe we are overloaded, maybe we are underloaded, and we can do more job, we can be more effective. So it's just information for me. How can I make my department better? Where are the narrow points?
It makes things very transparent.
Yeah.
Because most people, well, I should say that there are some supervisors who have no idea how much time a task takes on average, or why the same tasks take 1 day with some employees and 1 week with others. So flows help with that. They make everything transparent.
And also, if, like, for example, I'm not a mid-level, but I'm a C-level manager in the company, I can see that this mid-level manager now works not efficiently for this department. And maybe...
So now you want to fire someone, huh?
I don't want to fire someone, no, but maybe we can be more effective as a company. Of course, if I'm the CEO of the company, I want it to work better, and I want to see who works better.
Actually, I mean, multiple benefits, because the manager can use a particular flow to his or her advantage, whereas top management or business owners, they can see all flows.
Yes. Like, we expected we probably have a lot of questions about flows.
Do we have any questions? Not about flows.
But before we go into the next question, we, like we showed, we have a special guide to work with flows, and we'll leave the link for the guide in the description down below. And if you have any more questions about flows, this guide will definitely answer all the questions you might have.
Yes, we have guide for the flow and the QR code for the flow developers.
Yeah.
3 people, project managers responsible for flows. So make sure after you have a chance to play around with it, ask them any questions.
Yeah. So let's get to the next question. Will Copilot ever be integrated with an open channel? I think the quick question is...
It actually is for our company.
Yes. Yeah.
And easily can be done with other companies as well. So
yeah, it should be done. Of course, we understand that people who work with open channels, they need Copilot there too, because we are now using it in everyday scenarios, like in chats, in your tasks, in CRM. Of course, why not use it in open channels? We understand that we gotta have it there, and we'll be working to this direction.
The tricky thing is, here's why we are able to use it, because we train our AI in our open channels on our help desk, because we have the same type of questions. So for you as a customers, you have to do a lot of work, but we're working on providing generic solution to help you with this.
Absolutely.
And actually take advantage of roles for Copilot, because some of the things can be handled by that. Like we have role for coders, for developers.
Absolutely.
That's one way you can get proper answers.
Yeah, that's a very creative solution right now. All right, let's go to the next question. Will the limits to using Copilot change? Yeah, we presented Copilot Pro. Will the limit change? Nope.
Well,
nope, they won't
depending on what plan you're using, there is a technical limit how many credits you can use, and those limits have not been changed.
Yeah, so within the plan that you and your client using, they will stay the same, but of course they are dependent on what type of plan you're using right now.
The higher tier your plan is, the higher your limit is for credits.
Yeah, but they're gonna stay the same even with the great upgrades
and
that we just showed.
Most customers never run into any limits.
It's like 99% of them.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know the data, but I know that most don't.
Yeah. So let's go to the next question. Can I add the data from BI Builder to my Vibe or create my own widgets? Yes, you will be able to add data from BI Builder to your Vibe, and of course you will be able to create your own widgets, as we left you with the QR code where you can find the API to create these widgets and work with Vibe. And it's for Vibe, it's no difference where you can get the information. So BI Builder can be the source of data as well.
Anything that comes with API can be integrated.
Yeah. So next question. What will happen to old CRM activities? Like, I suppose that will be the last question because we're already over the time limit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as we talked, we will have new CRM activities. What will happen to the old one?
They're going to be retired, removed,
deprecated.
No legacy. The new ones are, the universal activities are so awesome, there is no reason to use old ones, so we are removing them.
Yeah, just so you guys won't panic. It won't happen now. It won't happen like overnight. Of course, we expect that our new portals will have new CRM activities. The old one will keep working for now, but when we'll decide to retire them for good, we will get all the notifications, all the information.
Yeah, or maybe they will be converted automatically.
Probably,
but everyone is switching to universal activities.
Yeah, but for your new clients, you can already start working with new activities, so they won't be shocked when everything changes, especially for a new client. It makes sense to work with new activities from the beginning.
They're much better, much more flexible. The color coding feature alone is absolutely awesome because, again, you immediately understand what you're supposed to be working on when looking on your calendar, because there's, things are color coded. Like if you use blue for phone calls, anytime you see blue, you understand I need to call this person. If you use green for email answers, it's much easier this way.
So guys, thank you so much for being with us for this Bitrix24 release. Special thanks to our team. We're really proud of the results we get, and hope you liked our presentation. We hope for your feedback. We are waiting for your feedback on new instruments. So thank you guys.
Feel free to use Partner Portal for feedback. Absolutely. And Elias will upload the presentation that we've just showed to you there. You will be able to use it for presenting new Bitrix24 features to your customers. Thank you guys, everyone. Have a great day, evening, morning.
Have a good one.
Have a good one. See you guys. Bye-bye.